Hi, baby.
Hi, baby.
Hi, baby. Okay, if you'd like to hear my thoughts and see how I got this look using Natasha Denona's brand new Zēndo palette, then stay tuned. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lutifah, or Lou if you know me. So today I'm going to be reviewing, well actually at this point there's enough reviews out there of the Zēndo palette, so I thought rather than just do a review, a generic review, I'm just going to give you some looks. You know, we're going to do some looks, but I'm just going to have fun, play with the palette and then give you my thoughts. So essentially it's a review. Alright, cool, let's get into it. Okay, so this is what the packaging looks like on the new one, and this is what she looks like on the inside. Now this is probably got my fingerprints all over it. I've not swatched it yet though, so that's what she looks like. And it's not far off. It looks a lot like the bronze palette, it's just a bit deeper. So I'm just giving my both a scrub. There you go. Beautiful packaging though. Right, so the inside of the baby looks like this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get straight into building a look with this, and then at the end when I'm giving my thoughts I'll do the swatches and things like that, because I know me, whenever I watch people do makeup I'm like, just get to it. Just get to it. So you know what, let's do it. Okay, let's get it. So we're going to start with the colour called Mantra. Now Mantra, the texture of it, I've done my other eye, this is how I know. The texture of it reminds me a lot of the textures in Metropolis. It's kind of that kind of creamy, but then it goes on your eye and it's dry. But look at that. Look at the pigment, one drop. Look at the pigment on that. That was literally one. Yeah, I'm not going to do too much. That's one thing about Natasha Denona. It's almost self-blending. Alright, cool. Next we're going to go in with the shade Breath, which is this one here. I'm going to use the same brush, actually. And I'm going to just pack her on up here. Just pack. No, just pack. And I'm literally only using it as a shade to blend into, so I get gradient. Now there's no deepening shade here, so we're going to have to do something a little different. So we're just going to go back and forth gently, keep it in its place. There you go. Now we're going to go back in that first shade and we're going to pack her right here. Pack, 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 pack. So what we're doing is we're creating a gradient. Bear in mind it's the same shade. And I'm going to pack, pack, pack again. Just pack, 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 pack. Take it slightly higher and then gently buff. Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to cut the crease. Okay, next we're going to go in with the shade Equilibrium, which is this lovely dark shade here. I'm going to use quite a small brush because I want as much control as possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by putting it here. I'm just going to bring it out towards this side so we get a nice blend. Take it up there. And then kind of smudge the line a bit. And I'm going to take it in a little bit. Just a little bit, not too much. But we're going to bring it in a bit and push it out that way. Okay. Next I'm going to go in with the shade Flow, which is this one right here. And we're going to just put it right there. We're going to do the same thing. You've got to do the slight overlap so you don't get any stark colours. Okay, happy with that. Now finally, we're going to go back in with Breath, which is there. And I'm going to put that from the inner corner upwards to create this kind of aqua gradient of colours. And don't forget, you want to smudge out this line. So you want to go on the line and smudge it. And then bring it in. Okay. Now I chose to use the blue side of this palette because my comfort area is actually the other side. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to finish this eye look up and then I will be right back. So first up we have Zeal. Yama. Calm. Tranquil. Ooh. Sense. Aura. Vigor. Relief. Equilibrium. That's pretty. Got a bit of other shade up on it, but that's pretty. Breath. Mantra. Flow. Balance. Luster. Oh, that's pretty. And finally, mindful. So these are the shades up close. And this is the finished look. I friggin' love it. Oh, I friggin' love it. I really do. I mean, get into this. It's really nice. Came out really lovely. This isn't something normally I think to do, but I like normally when I do like kind of blues. My daughter's right here. Basically she doesn't want to leave my side, so I'm having to film with her right here. If you could see, she's literally looking straight up and she's smiling her ass off. Hi. Okay, sit down now for me, baby. But yeah, I digress. So yeah, gorgeous. I normally, if I was going to do a blue, it would be quite a deep kind of shade. So this, yes. So some things to know about the palette. So this is the palette overall itself. And taking this side out, you probably can find similarities between quite a few of the other palettes. Well, I'm going to show you the ones that I think were similar. So for instance, the bronze palette, this could easily be a continuation of that palette. Easily, if I get them up side by side. Ignoring this bit, in fact I'm going to cover it. That could easily be a continuation of each other. Easily. Easily, easily, easily. I mean, this is leaning a bit more to the red and the pinks, but easily. Likewise with the Love palette as well. Again, if I cover up this bit, they could easily be a continuation of each other. For instance, this red shade looks similar. They could easily follow through. I mean, you know what I mean, follow through. And then we're gonna do one more, we're gonna do two more. So it's the same thing with the Sunrise palette as well. So far that's two palettes that we're 0 for 0 on. And then again there, easily follows the same color story. So, and then I've heard some people comment that it looks a little similar to the Circo Loco palette, and in terms of layout, they're not wrong. In terms of color story, I don't know, I think it's literally on the cusp of being similar, being honest with you. So if I put them like this, colour story, no. But in terms of, if I do this, it could easily fall into the same story. So it's the kind of palette that you have to make a choice on. Is it your thing? Is it not your thing? Are you going to get use out of it? Do you currently use the ones that are similar in your own collection? For me personally, I like the fact that there's quite a strong juxtaposition, as in this is pink and this is essentially teal, and you wouldn't normally think to put those two shades together. So I quite like it. I like anything that takes me out of my comfort zone. She's eating crisps, so that's what that chomping is. So I like anything that takes me out of my... Thanks, baby. I like anything that takes me out of my comfort zone, hence the reason I like this. And as a continuation of the mini, again, they easily follow. Let me open that up. Again, it makes perfect sense, especially if you're up for the left side more than anything. I take it that way, especially for the left side more than anything. So yeah, I love this palette. I like the palette. The textures really do remind me, the color story doesn't, but the textures really do remind me of the Metropolis palette. So if you don't like the formulas in that, you may not like this one. This shade in particular, it's a dead-on dupe for some of the shades there. This one has got that kind of creamy, it's almost like clay chalk. It's got like a creamy kind of, it goes on extremely creamy. Like normally, pastel colors don't normally have this kind of opacity. They need to be built up, but because it's a cream, it goes on so easily. And I think that's a big reason why I don't mind using it. Like I've used it quite predominantly on the inside, because normally with pastels, they've got this kind of transparency that makes my skin look ashy, or darker skin look ashy. But because this is a cream shade, it just works beautifully. Likewise with the pink shade in the middle, it's exactly the same kind of thing. You get that kind of immediate, I mean that's not the best swatch, but you get the kind of immediate opacity, whereas normally with pastels you just don't. So I enjoyed it. This is like a drier, back to this shade here, it's like a dry, I can't explain it, it's so dry, but then when you put it on the eye, it turns to a powder, but a cream powder. It's the nicest thing in the world. It's beautiful. It's a really nice shade. I love that side of the palette. I mean, I was always gonna love the warmer side because that's my thing, but I really enjoy it. Like this look, I'm really enjoying it. Really enjoying it. So for me, Zēndo came through. I love Zēndo. I'm going to enjoy playing with it. I'm sitting here getting excited about pulling it out and trying it again. So for me, that lets me know already I love it. And to be fair, I always like the Natasha Denona formula. I find it really easy to blend, but then quite pigmented and easy to blend. You don't normally get those two types of, those are usually a paradox. But in this case, I don't know her palettes, let's be fair. It's like one of the easiest things in the world to use. So, my opinion, this is a go, 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 go. Love it. If you're interested in the colour story, get it, for sure. And I like the fact that it's a midi, so it means it's only £60. 60 quid? Yeah, 60 quid in the UK. I actually did pre-order it on the Natasha Denona website, so actually it cost me a little bit less, because I think it's $65, so it cost me a little bit less. Yeah, fantastic. I've got no negatives. There wasn't even any fallout. Literally, I have no negatives. So, if you liked my video, please like, please subscribe, please share if you care, and I will see you in the next one. Take my strong.